Okay. All right. So, I'm back again. Okay, so we have recognized that finding the term bronchitis, and if it has words in parentheses next to it, that means that it's okay to use that word, even if it doesn't have any extra meaning to it other than the term bronchitis. Now, a lot of times you're going to find that in the SOAP notes, people, a lot of your work is found under assessment. You have subjective, objective, assessment, and plan. Okay? Your job as a billing and coding person is in the assessment part of the SOAP notes if you're going to do physician type coding and billing. Okay? All right. Now, student, since you have found bronchitis, and it doesn't state anything about it with or due to or anything of chronic or acute. It's just plainly bronchitis. And plus it has those extra terms in parentheses. It is okay to use that term bronchitis. Now, the thing that you want to learn, class, is that when you find your term or your condition, what is that code next to it? And you want to share with me? Or I have my book right there.
J40.
J40. J40. Now, back in the day, for ICD-9, it used to be 3 numbers, a period, maybe a 4th digit, maybe a 5th digit for high specificity of coding or more specific of coding. Okay? Now that we have ICD-10, it's giving us an alphabet. What's going to locate it in the chapter. It's going to give you anatomically where that's located. Then it's going to give you a 2 number, 2 numbers behind that alphabet, maybe a period, maybe a 4th digit, maybe also a 5th digit if it requires it, and we'll talk about those coding rules, and then some more things, some more accents to add to it. Okay? So now, after we look up in the alphabetic index, which is volume 2, I know that's backwards, but that's the way how we look things up in the ICD-10 and ICD-9 book. You go through volume 2 first. Then you're going to verify in volume 1. That is the next thing. So I'm going to write that on the board here. And again, I know I seem quite far on the camera, but if you can focus your lens in to see it, that'd be great. Okay. So this is the second place. Okay. And when you go here, you're going to verify what you found, i.e., that is your diagnosis code from volume 2. Okay? You don't want to take what it says at face value. Okay? You want to verify it. Okay? So, let's briefly go through. This is the alphabetic index. And so what you want to do is come on over. So, I get my book. Hold on. Okay, so in this, you want to go from the gray area. The gray area is your alphabetic index, and you want to go over into the table of neoplasms. That's another category. We'll talk about that. Keep going. The fuchsia color is your table of drugs and chemicals. Keep going. And you want to get to this. This is about external causes and injuries. We'll talk about that. Skip that. And you want to get to the first purple section. If your book is colored, the tabular part of it is colored, you want to get to the first part that is purple. And that purple part is the ICD-10-CM tabular list. Now, it will have the same effect in the ICD-9 book as well, but the ICD-10 tabular list is where you want to go. So, let me see that first page you have, Brenda. Perfect. Okay, go all the way back. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Now, yeah, backwards, backwards. Yeah, all the way to the purple, all the way to the purple, all the way to the purple, backwards. Yeah.
Very purple, then orange.
Okay, past that.
Past the orange. Right after you pass the orange.
Yeah. There you go. That is now volume 1.
Oh, Lord.
I wrote that wrong. This goes with that. I don't know how I got that wrong. But this goes with that, people. Okay. Now, in this, everything goes by chapters in the tabular index. Okay? So, again, the disease diagnosis that you found in the alphabetic, what is that diagnosis code? J40. Okay? All right, so we're going to look for the chapters that has J40. So in the purple chapter, or just chapter 1, it has A through B. So I want you to go slow. Okay, all right. Pay attention to those E's. Okay. Now, the first chapter is A through B. Okay. Go to the coral color chapter, which is chapter 2, C through D. Keep going. The green chapter is D, all D's. The periwinkle color is chapter 4, all E's. You got the gist of it, right? So now we're going to look for J. We're going to look for J. Okay? And it's periwinkle color. Okay, fantastic. All right, so notice J starts with J00 through J99. So now we're looking for J40. Did you find it?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll give our friend over here a little time to find it. And I say student and I say friend because I have to upload this and I don't want to get in trouble with school saying names. Okay. Okay, so J40. Did you find J40, friend? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now we see the term bronchitis and it says not specified as acute or chronic. Now, going back to this term here on the board, I did not specify the condition to be acute, nor did I specify the condition to be chronic. So this is the correct code. So the correct code is J40. Now, notice the red dots there. If it's a red dot there, you're going to use a code that has a 4th digit. So let me explain. Okay? So, by example, bronchitis is J40. This has 1, 2, 3 digits. Okay? If it was another diagnosis code by name and it has a red dot by it, let's just say, for example, it requires a 4th or 5th digit, then it would be J40.1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 digits. Can you see that? Okay. Sometimes it may have something a little bit more specific. It may say left lobe or right lobe. So you may have to utilize a fifth digit. Does everyone see that?
Yes.
But since the code, and we'll pretend that it's written in the assessment part of the SOAP notes, that it is plain old bronchitis. That's it. Nothing added, nothing taken. Then the correct answer is J40. Always follow, the rule is always follow what's written under assessment. If the doctor under assessment says acute bronchitis, then you're going to find where's acute bronchitis somewhere on here, right? But of course, you got to go back through the proper procedure. You have to go back through volume 2 and verify in volume 1. If it is chronic bronchitis, again, you got to go back through the procedure, how to find your code. You got to go back and look. Okay, chronic bronchitis, and you're going to verify it. So right here, unspecified chronic bronchitis. Okay? This has a red dot on it, and we'll go through what all those symbols mean. But I just wanted to give y'all a quick verbatim of how to find your codes. Do you have a basic understanding? I know you just got in, friend, but do you kind of get an idea of how it works? Okay, fantastic. We're going to find another term here, and let's see, otitis. This is not a person's name. Otitis medium. Is it medium or media? I think it's medium. Okay, so again, here we go with inflammation. Does anyone have an idea to know what otitis is?
Inflammation or something.
Okay. Inflammation or something. You're right. Okay.
Inflammation is
Kind of close, but in that category, but not the eye.
oral.
Not really. Okay. It's the ear. It's the ear. The ear, nose, and throat doctor usually gives this type of diagnosis, or a family practice physician, or internal medicine, or general practice physician would give this type of diagnosis. Okay? So we're going to go back through the procedure again. The procedure says go to volume 2. So we got to go under the word inflammation. Did you find it, friend? Okay.
Well, I found otitis. So I can find the media too.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. That's it?
It says C
Okay.
also otitis.
Part 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want me to go, sir? Not yet. Hold on.
You didn't stop.